Dear friends, welcome back to the Motor Concierge channel. I'm super happy to be here. I'm super excited to be back home in my hometown and have the availability to drive one of the all-time greatest 911s, the Porsche 911 997.2, crowned by many the last remaining true analog 911, which after week with this car, and I have to be thankful to the Youngtimer Car EU for letting me do so, I agree to every word that's being said. And this Porsche still remains one of the most desired 911s, because despite that we have talked about 911 markets in the previous episodes, this modern era 911 still is one of those price ranges where it's a reasonable target for me, for you, for end consumer, because although the 997 upper tier models like GT3, Turbo and etc. are very limited in availability still, and the prices, at least here in Europe, range $100,000 or euros above. The base model, like we have here today, is still within the range of 40,000-60,000 euros, depending on the mileage, depending on the condition, the equipment, and so on and so on. So it remains for many still an opportunity to jump into the 911 era. And after all of these years, because the car is soon going to be 20 years old, take a look how well it has aged. It has aged absolutely gracefully. Take a look at these lines. Coming the post-996 flamboyant interior era, as we had in one of our previous episodes, the car with the beautiful but very bold Nefrit green interior, the 997 interiors have become much more calm. They are less expressive, they are more functional, the materials are absolutely stunning. The car will be, as I mentioned, soon 20 years old, and the stitching, the materials, the details, the feel, the aluminum, the leather, the glass, it's very good to the touch. Technology wise, you can swap out the infotainment system with the retrofitted Porsche original ones, which these days allow both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And this one has, as it's Japanese, imported the famous and notorious Japanese PCM system, which talks to me in Japanese, and sometimes I don't know whether I'm in Tokyo or Kyoto or Yokohama in the navigation system. But beyond that, everything else is phenomenal. No stitches, no scratches in this particular car. The steering wheel, everything, it feels modern. It feels like something that has been built and designed yesterday. I mean, it truly has been ahead of its time, and it feels like a modern day car the minute you take a seat in it. And as always, I'm super thankful for Youngtimer Car EU, who let me drive this piece of art. They're absolute experts when it comes to the car imports from Japan auctions, especially Porsches, BMWs. For this particular model and the remaining cars available for purchase, please refer for the link down below. What's important about this car, don't get fooled by its numbers. Some might say, okay, by modern standards, 345 horsepower out of the 3.6 flat 6, it's not a lot. No turbos, it's naturally aspirated. Believe me, the way this car goes from 0 to whatever you need to go, it's more than enough. And the gears are super long, especially when you drive on a highway, whether you go with a manual or in a PDK as as well. I mean, it sounds phenomenal. The dynamics, absolutely stunning. Just listen to this. Wow, what a day, what a night, what a week. It was absolutely phenomenal being here today in this random supercar motorcade. You had a SF90, you had McLaren, you had RS Spider 718, you had E63S, and just cruising with them through the city was just wow, unbelievable experience. And this car has been unbelievable as well. This week has been unbelievable, and this is truly one of the best cars I have driven in my life, one of the most complete cars I have driven in my life. It's not going to be your E63 M3 BMW where you can go sideways at any point you want. It's not going to be your W204 C63 Mercedes-Benz AMG where you have this all raw power of AMG and all of these horses. It's a completely different car. It is one of the best mixes of design, power, the long gears, the force feedback from the steering wheel, the naturally aspirated engine. It's just complete. It's almost perfect. And I understand why people choose the 997s, why the window of opportunity for 997s is closing, because it's one of the best cars I have driven in my life. And after a week together with this phenomenal car, I can clearly say Porsche 997, 911, it's probably the best lineup start for the 911s what you can have. Don't miss your opportunity, because the window most likely is going to close soon. And if you're thinking about getting this car, don't think twice. It is truly unique and phenomenal experience that I was happy to have during this week. It's already midnight here in Latvia. It's still a little bit light. We have the white nights. It was, as always, super nice and super happy to be together with you and present you this video. If you like my channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe. It means a lot to me. And for me, off to the next adventure. It was nice being here, and as always, until next time, bye.